In today's redstone video, we're talking about the target block. It's a block that converts your archery skills into redstone signals, but it also has a secret use that barely anybody talks about. Now let's get into it. To craft a target block, you're gonna need 1 hay bale and 4 redstone dust. What the target block basically does is when you shoot it, it gives off a redstone signal. The signal strength is determined by how close to the center your arrow or projectile hits. This works with most projectiles, including flying players. How it works is when the projectile hits the target block, depending on how close the projectile is to hitting the center of the target, it will give off a certain redstone signal. If we hit the center, it'll give off the full redstone signal. If we hit top corner here, gives off a very weak signal. And that's all that the target block is meant to do. There's not very many places where you would actually want to use something like this. However, there is another use for this that makes it a whole lot more useful. In order for any of this to make sense, we've got to know about the 3 different types of redstone blocks. There's the activator blocks that give the redstone signal, there's the blocks that carry the signal, and then there's the blocks that use the signal to do something with it. Now, a fun thing with the activator blocks is if you run a line of redstone wire next to it, it connects to that so that it'll be able to give off the redstone signal. However, this is not the case with blocks that need to use that redstone signal, which can often make it difficult when trying to wire different things. So for example, here we have a line of pistons that I want to power with my redstone dust. Now the redstone dust running next to them can't power them because the redstone trail isn't leading into the pistons. So I can turn this lever on and off all I want and nothing will happen. This is where the target block comes in, because if we place the redstone wire next to the target block, it'll redirect into the target block, which then will carry the redstone signal to our piston. Now we can activate the pistons. Now this doesn't send a redstone wire through the target block, and we can't use target blocks as redstone wire. So the only thing that you can do with redirecting this wire is send the redstone signal straight to where you're wanting it to go. Which is why sometimes when you see those really cool redstone videos, there's often the occasional target block hidden amongst the whole bunches of redstone. In this example, I need to run the redstone wire into the pistons here. If I just had one piston, it would just be fine. But this whole line of pistons, well, the redstone line prefers to connect to itself, which makes this not work. Normally, I'd be able to place the redstone wire on top of the block that's next to the piston. However, on this example, doing that would make lava spill everywhere. So the only really easy solution is to place target blocks down to redirect the redstone into the pistons, and now the pistons actually work. And if you want a tutorial for that super cool basalt generator door, you can check it out right here. And that's everything you need to know about the target block and why they are used way more than they should be. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe.